Welcome to Amplifying Leadership and Tip Thursday with Tara. I am Tara Lehman, a partner, coach, and consultant at Twin Life Coaching and Business Services, of which Amplifying Leadership is a division. I hope to bring you some information or a key takeaway you can use to build, enhance, or grow your leadership skills with Tip Thursday with Tara. So do you ever find yourself trying to make a decision and you get stuck, and maybe that you're stuck for days, weeks, or maybe it's a big decision and you're stuck for months because you're really trying to get it perfect? Trust me, you're not alone. I have clients who can spend weeks agonizing over even which software to implement or what decision they need to make for hiring somebody. When they actually do use a very quick model I'm going to show you today, those decisions become a lot faster and a lot more effective. Waiting for the perfect decision, it will cost you some more energy, definitely some more time, and it could even give you and your team frustration and stress. So as leaders, our energy and our time really is too precious to waste. So I really want to help you by giving you a decision-making structure. So it doesn't have to be exhausting and it doesn't have to take forever. Start with the facts. This is starting with you actually know with regards to whatever decision you're trying to make. Forget the what ifs, forget those scenarios, separate the assumptions from the evidence. So, what are the facts? What is true? And get clarity there. Next, check that decision you're trying to make against your values and those of the organization. So you could ask yourself something like, does this actually align for what we stand for as a team or an organization? Values can act like a filter almost to eliminate some of the choices or decisions that maybe could be tempting, but they aren't going to actually be great for the long term. Then I want you to consider the impact of your decision. Think through the potential upside and the risk of the decision. Now, keeping in mind that risk sometimes is okay. The risk of doing nothing is usually bigger than the risk of making a small mistake through a decision. Then I want you to set a deadline. Deadlines really do prevent us from having decision paralysis or analysis paralysis. You need to make a deadline and stick with it. No pushing it out because you still don't know what to do. So decide if it's 5 minutes from now, if it's a day from now, or it's a week from now, depending on the scale of the decision, of course. Let's create that deadline and not move it. And the last one is to trust your gut. And I tell this to my clients all the time. What is your gut telling you about this decision? So once you have some facts and the values aligned and the impact is clear, the instincts that we have usually guide us toward the best choice if we're still confused. So confidence really does start to come naturally with this when the earlier steps that we have here are in place and become more natural for you. Let's bring this to life with an example. So consider that you are trying to decide whether or not to promote a team member. What are the facts? What were their performance metrics like? What does the feedback from their peers say? Are they ready for the role? Do they have the skills? These are facts. Have those out there. On the values, does promoting this person support the team's culture or even the long-term goals of the organization? Then what is the impact? Will this boost engagement or cause challenges somewhere else? Then decide that decision date. When will you decide? So maybe you're going to decide in 3 days so you can avoid unnecessary stress on that person who might be promoted, as well as on yourself and HR and anybody else who actually may be in that decision. Then do the gut check. So once you have all those steps clear, your intuition will confirm your choice because by then you probably already have a choice. There could be simpler everyday examples too, such as, deciding on to approving a very minor budget request. And following these steps, the facts, values, impacts, the date, and the gut check can actually turn what might feel like a stressful situation for a minor request into something that you make quick and confidently. So here's a bonus, by the way, because I love talking about time and energy management. I want you to keep your energy intact here. So if you have small decisions you need to make, try to batch them together so that those tiny choices can be made all at once and don't drain throughout the rest of your day. Another thing that you can try is a decision journal. So this is where you're going to write down your decisions, why you chose them, the outcomes, so you can learn from what went well and maybe what did not going forward. And lastly, a little bonus tip here is to let go of that perfection, which can be very difficult, but perfection holds us back. And if we can just be, okay, this is good enough, we have to trust that those decisions will be good over time. So your challenge this week, I want you to pick one decision that maybe you've been putting off on, big or small. And I want you to consider these steps. What are the facts? Does this meet your organization or your values? What's the impact? What's the deadline that you're working towards making that decision? And what does your gut tell you? And notice that you will probably be able to make decisions quicker, with a little bit less stress and frustration compared to your usual overthinking or perfectionist type style, if that's you. Both using these steps, the facts, values, impact, deadline, and your gut, will actually help you save some mental energy and time as you learn to use this more and more. Thanks for joining me for this week's Tip Thursday with Tara. I just launched a new leadership community for leaders of all levels, from those interested in leadership all the way to the top, where we dive into topics like this every week. It's a space to grow, reflect, and connect with other leaders who are doing the hard work too. If this sounds like something you'd love to be part of, please visit us at amplifyingleadership.ca/community-info. That is our Tip Thursday with Tara for this week. If you or someone you know is struggling with leadership priorities to building strong, empowered teams, we're here to help. Please visit our website for more information on programs, community, coaching, and more at amplifyingleadership.ca, a Twin Life coaching and business services division. Until next time, remember, leadership matters.